Hi, I'm Sunny, and this is my podcast, Creator, Created, Creating. Short and sweet mindset shifts for intentional life creation. You are never not living up to your potential, quote unquote. You are always living the full potential of who you are right here and now. Okay, so I've got to be in my bonnet about this one. And I know that that is gold. I'm so glad that I am lit up with the contrast of that because I experienced something like that in my reality. And I was like, oh, that disagrees with the way that I perceive things. And it's not a problem because other people perceive things a different way. But this is this is my truth. This is my fundamental reality. This is what I know in my heart and soul. So in case it resonates with you as well, I want to share a little bit more about why I see it that way. So if you are ever feeling like you're not living up to your potential, or you are avoiding some reality, or you should be doing better, or whatever, as most of us do, any idea that you're not living up to some potential is nothing more than expectations that you are either putting upon yourself or that others are putting onto you, projected onto you, or that you've internalized already. Expectations of how things should be, how you should be, where you should be in life, how you should feel, what you should be over, what you shouldn't be doing, all of these shoulds and shouldn'ts, all of these rejections of the now, which is you. You're the now. You are the now. So if you're rejecting any part of your now, you're rejecting you. Because you are reality. You and reality are one thing. You are the universe. You are God. You are energy. You are source. You are whatever you want to call it. You are this moment that you are experiencing. And so then there's this moment as you are in this moment. And then there's some ideas of who you're supposed to be and who you should have been by now. And who or what or where or all the things, right? There's some ideas, and those are juxtaposed on top of this reality, but they're not real. They're a fantasy. They're an expectation based on all kinds of things. But you are where you are, who you are, doing what you're doing based on all kinds of things too. Based on your conditioning, based on what you've been through, based on your emotional place right now, based on subconscious layering you cannot even begin to fathom or see. And you are doing your absolute best from where you are at this moment in time. So I feel that you are always expressing the full potential of you with what you know, with what is healed or unhealed or seen or not seen or recognized or you're awake to or not awake to, based on everything that you've been through, based on your entire life. You are in this moment in time exactly where you are. And that has taken billions of events, billions of beautiful, special, sometimes painful, sometimes wonderful, sometimes horrible events. And it has all brought you to this moment. And that's all that it can be. This moment is everything it can be. So you are living to the fullest of your ability in this moment. And if and when that changes, that will be your full potential then. But right now, you already are living your full potential. You already are fully engaged with your life, no matter how many things that you might be doing that feel like you're disengaged with certain parts of your life. Because when you're disengaged from something, it's because part of you is not ready to be engaged with that thing, whatever that is. And so just honoring that is honoring you and honoring the now, which is honoring God, the universe, life. And that is what you're truly looking to feel with that fulfillment of potential. We think that when we fulfill that potential, we're going to feel finally at peace and like we're enough. But that only and will ever exist right here, right now, in the center of you. Everything that you have ever gone through that you judged as wrong or bad was something that you needed to go through, something that you needed to learn. It served you in some way, not just as some lesson, but it actually served you in some way. Like when I was in my 20s and I was binge drinking on the weekends and smoking pot. Like that wasn't like some ideal behavior, right? But what that enabled me to do was, at that time, when I had no other way of breaking outside of my incredibly painful insecurities and social phobia, because I was an extreme introvert, was to be able to be with people in a totally different kind of way and let another side of me be free when I had no other way to access that freedom at that time because of where I was. Now I can access that freedom without that, but I couldn't at that time. And so that was a way for me to open to that freedom. And that freedom tasted so good that I had to eventually come to find another way to experience that. But that gave me that gift, as well as many other gifts of actual, experiences that I can't detail to you, but actual personal experiences that taught me incredible things about myself and about life and opened me up to where I am now, which is a place that I absolutely love and adore. So none of that was a mistake. It was all taking me here. But we have this misconception in society, like people are off their path when they're in hard things. And they're not. They're on their path. They are absolutely on their path. Now, some people go, yeah, but some people get stuck there. Yeah, that's their soul's journey. And they're going to take as much time in that as they need. And yes, that's heartbreaking when you think about one human lifetime. But when you think about the soul, when you think about the energy, the essence that is that being, there's so much more than that lifetime. So much more. And so that was one experience, kind of like you had one experience in 1982, or you had one experience in 1994. Like a lifetime can be that one experience you had in 1 year. When you're looking at lifetimes, when you're looking at the age of your essence, the age of your soul, and even the age of the world soul. And if you're really going high up and you're really looking at, it's not really high up any more than it is deep down, but we use terms like high up. If you're really going to that elevated view, then you can see that as the universe itself, as God itself, as the divine itself, as all things, why wouldn't you want to experience yourself as all things in different things, including painful things and wonderful things? And clearly, the universe does want that, because here it is. Here it is in me. Here it is in you. Here it is in the world. Here it is. The deliciousness of all the options, all the options, all the experiences that grow us and evolve us into new and different experiences. So my point with all this, I could go off on this tangent forever, but my point is that if there are things in your past or things in your present that you were judging yourself for as you're not living up to your full potential, or you were avoiding your full potential, or you effed up your full potential, I want you to reconsider that for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my beliefs or opinions about it. Just reconsider that for yourself and see what did I gain? So yes, I have all these beliefs about how bad this, that, or the other was, but what did I gain? What did that enable me to do? What did that enable me to experience? So that you can see your now from that same lens. You can see your now as in, what am I judging myself for that where I should be now? But how is where I am now serving me? What is that giving me that I actually want more, or that I actually need now? It'll enable you to start to see that when you're not caught in that loop of self-judgment, that you're not where you should be, that you're off your path or something, that you're not living up to this image, this image that doesn't exist. Because that is just an empty way to live. Always failing to be some image. It's like this it's like this picture that's like in the sky, and it's just like, it's not made of anything. And you are made of everything right here and now. And embodying the fullness of this experience as it is, as you are right now, with all of the messiness and all of the messiness in the past, and whatever you're even judging as messy, that is actually beautiful. That's where all the richness of this life experience comes from. So I'm hoping that I can connect you with that by connecting myself with it right now. All right. Just look at the way that all the things that you've considered huge mistakes have taught you, even if it was only to teach you how not to be. Even if it was only to teach you how you don't want to experience or be ever again. Because I've had some doozies in my life where, okay, I don't want to keep experiencing that. Okay, cool. Now I know. Now I know. And sometimes we keep hitting our head up against that wall for as many times as we need, and we never know how many times we need. So, all that to say, I love you just as you are, because I need to love me just as I am. Otherwise, I can't possibly love anyone else just as they are. As long as I'm holding fantasy expectations on myself, I will continue to hold them on other people. And then, even if I don't say a word about it, energetically and unconsciously punish them for not being who I think they should be, as I energetically and unconsciously punish myself for not being who I think I should be. And that's not the way. Love is the way. It's the way for me anyway. Love is the way, not punishment. Punishment is the old way. Love is my new way anyway. And I'm assuming that if you're here, you feel the same. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for joining me today. And if you'd like to find out more about me and my work, you can find me at sunnychapman.com.